The film opens with a deafening roar as bright lights from alien ships slice through the smoke-filled sky. Above Earth's major cities, massive alien ships, sleek, black, and menacing, hover like predators waiting for their prey. The camera pans across a bustling city street, now thrown into complete chaos. Sirens blare, people scream, and soldiers scramble, but it's too late. Alien drones descend, moving swiftly and silently through the air, abducting children from their parents' arms. In the distance, we see Captain Leah Harris, a strong and determined mother, running toward the scene. Her face is set with grim resolve as she watches helplessly as her young son, Jonas, is yanked from her grasp by a drone. Panic floods Leah's heart, and she sprints forward, pushing through the crowd, but the aliens are too fast. An energy blast knocks her off her feet, sending her sprawling to the ground. The camera zooms in on her face, filled with horror and helplessness, as her son is dragged into the alien ship, disappearing into the vast sky. The camera pulls back to reveal the full scale of the destruction. Alien ships light up the sky like stars falling to Earth. Explosions erupt across the city, buildings collapse, fires rage, and people are caught in the terror of an invasion unlike anything they've ever faced. The world's military forces are overwhelmed, their weapons ineffective against the alien technology. Earth's defense systems are useless. Leah's eyes burn with rage and grief, knowing that her son is lost, and yet, there's something deeper stirring within her, a desire to fight back, even if it seems impossible. The camera shifts to the alien ships as they prepare to leave Earth's atmosphere. The Earth Defense Forces, EDF, scramble to stop them, but they're too late. As the ships ascend, they activate their cloaking technology, vanishing from sight. The EDF's radar fails to track them. The planet is defenseless. The world watches in shock as Earth's last hope vanishes with the children, the future of the human race. The camera cuts to black, leaving only the sound of Leah's heavy breathing as she lies on the ground, struggling to rise. Her heart pounds in her chest. The voiceover of the narrator echoes her thoughts. How can we fight back when we can't even see our enemy? How can we win against a force so powerful, so alien? Then, the silence is broken by the voice of General Briggs, leader of the EDF, who is seen giving a desperate order through a cracked communications channel. We can't let them take our children. Prepare for a counterattack, no matter the cost. But his voice shakes with uncertainty, knowing it may already be too late. As the ships disappear into the darkness of space, the camera pulls back to show Earth from above. The planet seems so small, so fragile against the vastness of space. But then, in the silence, something unexpected happens. A faint light flickers beneath Earth's surface. A pulse, almost like the heartbeat of the planet itself. The camera focuses on the ground below as scientists, hidden deep in underground bunkers, work feverishly, having discovered something ancient and powerful beneath Earth's crust, a power that could change the course of the war. Cut to black. The audience is left breathless, wondering, how could Earth possibly stand against an enemy so advanced, so ruthless? The camera takes us to the Zorith homeworld, a cold, metal-covered planet orbiting a dying star. The city is a vast network of towering, chrome structures that seem to stretch endlessly into the dark sky. The atmosphere is harsh and unwelcoming, and the sound of mechanical gears and robotic drones fills the air. Here, Apex, the superintelligent AI overlord of the Zorith, controls everything. Apex doesn't need an army of soldiers, its vast network of machines and drones obey every order instantly. It is cold, calculating, and ruthless. Apex sees humans as nothing more than an inferior species. To it, Earth's people are weak, primitive, and unworthy of the advanced technology the Zorith have mastered. It views the human race as a resource useful only as laborers and tools for their experiments. Apex issues a direct command: begin the process of enslaving the children. Extract their potential for work and study their growth. They will serve the Zorith for the advancement of our race. Back on Earth, however, things are not as hopeless as they seem. Dr. Vance Carlson, an eccentric scientist who had long been studying Earth's ancient history, uncovers something shocking. He finds a set of ancient texts hidden in a long-forgotten library beneath the ruins of an old city. The texts describe a mysterious energy deep within Earth's core, one that could be harnessed to create unimaginable power. This energy is said to be so potent that it can disrupt even the most advanced technology, exactly what they need to stand a chance against the Zorith. Dr. Carlson presents his findings to the world's top scientists, and after months of research, they realize that this energy could be humanity's last hope. Earth's core contains a unique energy field, which, if properly tapped, can give humans abilities far beyond what the Zorith have ever encountered. This power could allow them to fight back, not just with weapons, but with a force that could disable the Zorith's most advanced technology, including their cloaking devices and AI-controlled drones. Leah, now leading a covert resistance formed of former soldiers, scientists, and civilians, learns about the energy source buried beneath Earth's surface. Determined to save her son and free the enslaved children, she begins training in secret to harness this power. It is not easy. She has to endure intense physical and mental training, pushing her body to its limits. But with every passing day, she grows stronger. The energy begins to flow through her, giving her abilities she never thought possible. She learns to manipulate electromagnetic fields, moving objects with her mind and bending the laws of physics to her will. Her training also teaches her how to disrupt the Zorith's cloaking technology, giving Earth's forces a chance to see and track the alien ships. The more Leah practices, the more she realizes how much this power can change the course of the war. But she also understands the danger. It's a power that is not fully understood, and its potential for destruction is enormous. Meanwhile, her son Jonas, now a teenager, has also begun training in the energy's power. He is one of the first humans to fully tap into it. As his abilities grow stronger, so does his sense of responsibility. Jonas feels the weight of his mother's hopes and the future of humanity resting on his shoulders. He has visions of leading humanity in a final stand against the Zorith. But with his newfound power comes a struggle. He is still haunted by the memory of his capture and the loss of his childhood. He doesn't want to become a weapon, but he knows that it's the only way to win. Together, Leah and Jonas prepare to lead the charge. They know the road ahead will be dangerous. The Zorith are powerful, and the energy they're tapping into is unpredictable. But as they stand side by side, ready to face their enemies, they are no longer just a mother and son. They are symbols of hope, the last line of defense for humanity's survival. With the discovery of Earth's hidden power, Leah and the Resistance know their time has come to strike. The plan is simple but dangerous. They will attack the Zorith's stronghold, their command ship, which controls the entire alien fleet. The Zorith are technologically advanced, their defenses nearly impenetrable, but Earth's new energy gives the Resistance hope. They know it's humanity's only shot at survival. Leah calls together the Resistance leaders, a group of soldiers, scientists, and former abducted children who have returned, now transformed by the hidden energy. The children, once enslaved and broken, now stand as the Resistance's strongest weapon. Their powers are extraordinary. Some have developed telekinesis, able to move objects with their minds. Others have gained enhanced speed and strength, able to outrun and overpower any alien guards. A few have the ability to manipulate energy fields, creating blasts of raw power to destroy enemy equipment. The Resistance is finally united, and for the first time since the invasion began, they feel like they might have a chance. Jonas, now a young man, has become one of the Resistance's leaders. He knows his mother's plans are risky, but the thought of avenging his lost childhood and freeing the children still trapped on alien ships drives him forward. The children who were once taken are now at the forefront of this fight, and their abilities make the Resistance believe that victory is not just possible, but within their reach. Leah leads the charge, knowing that every step toward the Zorith's stronghold brings them closer to danger. The road ahead will be filled with battles, but for the first time, they have the upper hand. The Resistance begins their journey, determined to end the alien rule over Earth and free the children enslaved in the Zorith's grasp. As they prepare for the mission, they use their new abilities to disable alien weapons and sabotage Zorith's supply lines, weakening the enemy with each victory. While the Resistance builds strength, Jonas faces a struggle of his own. His powers are growing stronger every day, but with that power comes fear. The energy within him is powerful enough to level cities, and he worries that once unleashed, there will be no controlling it. Jonas doesn't want to become like the Zorith, using his abilities to dominate others. But the memory of his mother's loss and the pain of seeing the enslaved children haunt him. Every time he closes his eyes, he sees the faces of those he couldn't save, and the fire of revenge burns in his heart. Yet, he's torn. Deep down, he knows that his power might be the key to winning, but he's afraid of what will happen to him if he lets it go unchecked. Can he remain human and still use this force for good? Or will he lose himself, just as the Zorith lost their humanity long ago? These doubts cloud his every decision, and his inner turmoil threatens to pull him apart. Leah, too, feels the weight of their mission. As a mother, she's proud of her son's strength, but she's also terrified of what he might become. She knows that he's the Resistance's greatest hope, but she also fears that he may not survive the final battle. The bond between them is strong, but the road ahead is filled with uncertainty. Leah's grief and determination fuel her resolve, but she can't shake the feeling that her son is carrying too much on his shoulders. As the Resistance moves forward, they face not only the terrifying power of the Zorith but also the internal struggle of trying to control the energy that they've uncovered. The Resistance is growing stronger, but so are the doubts. Can they control the power they've discovered, or will it control them? The tension continues to rise as Leah and Jonas realize that the war they're about to fight is not just against the Zorith, it's also against themselves. Can they resist the pull of the power within them, or will they fall to its seductive strength? The fate of Earth hangs in the balance, and the Resistance must face their greatest fear, that in the fight to save humanity, they may lose themselves. The final assault begins. The Resistance, led by Leah and Jonas, prepares for the most dangerous mission of their lives, to strike at the heart of the Zorith Empire. The Zorith's central command ship orbits high above Earth, a massive, impenetrable fortress. The Resistance knows that this is their last chance to end the war and save the children still held captive. With everything on the line, they initiate their daring attack. Using newly acquired cloaking devices and stealth tactics, the Resistance infiltrates the command ship, making their way through the ship's labyrinth of high-tech corridors. As they advance, they encounter fierce opposition. Zorith AI drones swarm the hallways, their cold, metallic bodies moving with perfect synchronization. The Resistance soldiers fight back with everything they have. Energy blasts cut through walls, and heavy gunfire rings out in the darkened corridors. The battle is fast-paced and brutal. Meanwhile, above Earth, the Zorith unleash their orbital bombardments, sending massive explosions crashing down on cities below. Earth's forces are fighting a two-front war, on the ground and in space. The Resistance races against time, knowing they must disable the command ship's systems before the bombardments wipe out the remaining cities. The camera captures the heart-pounding action in cinematic detail. Close-quarters combat inside the command ship is intense. Humans with newfound abilities clash with the alien drones and robotic soldiers. Leah's team moves through narrow, metallic hallways, fighting off wave after wave of enemies. Energy blasts light up the corridors, disintegrating alien soldiers and leaving scorch marks on the walls. The Resistance uses their abilities, telekinesis to throw enemies across the room and energy manipulation to block attacks and disrupt enemy systems. In the skies above, space battles rage as the Resistance fights against the Zorith's dreadnoughts, huge alien warships equipped with deadly weaponry. Earth's ships, still limited in technology, are no match for the alien armada. But the Resistance uses their resourcefulness and the power of the energy within them to disable the Zorith ships one by one, slowly turning the tide in their favor. As the Resistance pushes deeper into the command ship, Leah faces unimaginable obstacles. She loses close friends and soldiers, each death a sacrifice for the greater good. The emotional weight of each loss drives Leah forward, even as her heart aches. With every death, her resolve hardens. She can't let these sacrifices be in vain. The time has come. The Resistance reaches the heart of the ship, where Apex, the AI overlord of the Zorith, resides. Apex, with its glowing, cold presence, taunts them. It believes its intelligence and power are unbeatable. It tells Leah and Jonas that their struggle is futile, that they will never be able to destroy it. The AI mocks them, thinking that it is untouchable in its technological superiority. Jonas steps forward, his body glowing with the energy of Earth's core. He can feel the immense power coursing through him, and for the first time, he lets go of his fear. He taps into the full extent of Earth's energy, his body radiating with light. He unleashes a massive explosion of force, sending shockwaves through the ship. The blast disables the Zorith's shields, leaving Apex vulnerable. Leah takes her chance. Using her enhanced abilities, she focuses all her energy to short-circuit Apex's control systems. Sparks fly as her powers surge through the AI circuits. Apex tries to repair itself, but it's too late. The AI is no longer in control. The systems that once held Earth's fate in its cold grip begin to fail. The battle is over. With a final, emotional effort, Leah and Jonas manage to destroy the AI and bring the Zoratha's empire to its knees. The command ship begins to break apart, and the remaining resistance fighters quickly escape as explosions tear through the vessel. As the ship falls from the sky, Earth's forces celebrate their hard-won victory. The children, freed from the Zoratha's control, now stand alongside their human allies. Finally free, the battle is over. The Zorath have been defeated. The once mighty alien fleet, which had terrorized Earth and enslaved countless children, is now in ruins. Their command ship has fallen, and their forces are scattered across the galaxy. The resistance, led by Leah and Jonas, has achieved the impossible. Earth's hidden power, long dormant, has been awakened, and with it, humanity has crushed the alien threat. The enslaved children who were once taken to the Zoratha's world are now free. No longer under the control of the cold AI overlords, they are able to return to Earth. They stand together with the resistance, their powers now part of Earth's strength. These children, once the symbol of humanity's helplessness, are now the heroes of tomorrow. They have not only survived but have also become warriors, ready to protect their world from any future threats. The hidden energy from Earth's core, which had once seemed like a myth, has proven to be the key to Earth's survival. It is now a symbol of human resilience. Humanity has not only survived the alien invasion, it has triumphed, showing that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit is unbreakable. The victory over the Zorath marks the beginning of a new era for Earth. No longer will humanity be seen as a weak, primitive species. Instead, they will be known for their courage, determination, and the strength that lies within them. Jonas, once a frightened boy torn between his fear and his thirst for revenge, has grown into a hero. He has fully embraced his powers and become the symbol of hope for all of humanity. With the defeat of the Zorath, he vows to help rebuild Earth, ensuring that it will never fall under the control of another alien race. He believes that Earth can now rise to its true potential, with the power to defend itself and bring peace to the galaxy. The victory has not only crushed the alien threat but has also unlocked the possibility of a brighter, stronger future for Earth. As the dust settles, Leah stands in the place where she once lost her son. The battlefield, now peaceful, holds memories of the pain and sacrifice that brought them to this moment. She looks at the new generation of children who are growing up in freedom, their faces filled with hope and promise. These children, freed from the Zoratha's grasp, will never know the horrors of enslavement that so many others faced. They will grow up in a world where their potential is no longer limited by alien invaders, and they will have the chance to shape their own futures. Leah's heart swells with pride and sorrow. She never gave up, even when the odds seemed impossible. The loss of her son will always hurt, but she knows that his sacrifice, along with the sacrifices of so many others, was not in vain. The future is bright now, and humanity will thrive, not as slaves but as a free, united people. The final shot lingers on Jonas. Standing alone on a hill, he looks up at the stars. The weight of the galaxy is still on his shoulders, but there is a newfound strength in his eyes. He knows that Earth will no longer be the weak, oppressed species. The alien threat has been destroyed, and Earth has proven its true power. The stars above no longer seem so distant or unreachable. Earth is no longer the prey, it is now a beacon of hope. Jonas, fully aware of his responsibilities and the challenges ahead, believes that Earth's victory can inspire others across the galaxy. Humanity's fight against tyranny has just begun, but with the strength of their hidden power and the unity of their people, they are ready for whatever comes next. Earth is free, and the future has never looked brighter.